Hi guys, my name is Alicia and this is my channel, so welcome or welcome back. In today's video we are making a drawstring skirt, so if you're interested please keep on watching. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, subscribe to my channel, give it a like and maybe leave a comment. I'll see you in a second by the machine. Let's get on with this project. Okay guys, so we're making a drawstring skirt today, and when I was looking for inspirations for this project on the Pinterest, as we all do, I stumbled across this picture, this exact picture, and this is from DIY Daisy. She is a creator, she is a creative person that gives us many ideas of what we can make with our fabric. And so I looked into it, and on her blog, which is diydaisy.com, am I saying it right? Yep. Daisy is giving us the pattern instructions, but really it's just simple instructions of how to cut out the fabric for this piece, and then simple instructions as well for how to sew it. And basically we just need to cut out two big rectangles for the front and the back of the skirt, and then one either long or made out of two pieces drawstring stripe so we can use it to gather our fabric. That's about it. Okay, so I already cut my fabric. I'm gonna show you what I chose. One of the fabrics, it's this gorgeous gingham fabric. It has amazing colors. It's this sort of dusty blue and dusty green. And so I had to measure the circumference of my hips, and the circumference is 100 centimeters. So this is 100 centimeters, and I have two pieces, so front and the back. So when we actually use the drawstring, it's gonna beautifully gather, like so. That's why we need double of our circumference, so we have the fabric to be gathered. And then one long, actually this time I have two long stripes of the same fabric, which I'm gonna make into the drawstring. And that's all you need, really. And then also I have the same situation, but just this navy fabric, just this gorgeous navy. I have already washed these two fabrics, so they're not gonna become smaller after I wash the garment. And they're both cotton, so just simple 100% cotton. Okay, I think we have to get going. The first step is going to be using an overlocker, so we can like finish the edges of our big rectangles, and then we can basically sew it together. I'll show you how. So first I'm gonna use my overlocker just to finish the edges of the sides, only the sides, so the left side of my body and the right side of my body. I will just finish with a serger, and each piece is going to be finished separately. I'll show you later on why we have to finish the edges separately rather than just sewing them together with the overlocker. And these are our finished edges. Now I have to attach both sides. And then on one side, I'm gonna leave roughly about 13 centimeters open. So that's the place where we're gonna use for drawstring. So we need this open space, so it's much easier for us to tie this skirt around our body. And then I'll show you how I'm gonna finish the sides so they look nice. And then really we have to stitch together the drawstring, make tunnel at the top, make the hem at the bottom, go through the tunnel with the drawstring and we will be done. So let's get to it. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna sew these two pieces together. This is one side that I'm not gonna be using for tying the drawstring, so I will just sew it up from the bottom to the end fully. Let's go. Okay, I want to see how my stitch looks. Maybe a bit of tension on the top, and I think we'll be good to go. It's really your choice whether you want to sew much faster, so then you have to pin these two pieces together before, so you kind of have to spend the time for the pinning it together, and then maybe you prefer to just do it as fast as you can, so then I just attach it together and try to make it equal every few centimeters. Okay, one side is done. And there you go. I have my pin, and that's where I will start sewing. Okay, we're done. Okay, so this is one of the side seams. This is actually the one with the opening at the top. And then I want to flatten this seam. I will use my iron to flatten it. So then we can actually stitch on both sides of the seam. So we have this nice top stitching. This top stitching is mainly needed for the side where there is an opening. So it's just nicely finished and it's laying flat. But I'm gonna also do it for the other side seam on the other side where there's no opening actually. So I will just run through. Oh, see, I have some dirty marks from my iron. So you can see that this is already flat, and then I will move it so I can show you. This is my opening at the top, and I will also flatten it the same way I did the rest of the garment, of the side seam. Like so. And now for this will be our drawstring. I want to first lay it flat like so. So just fold it in half. I will iron this fold. And then I will also do extra fold for the middle part mean towards the middle. So this will, well, first of all, we could have made it less thick, less like the width could be smaller, but I wanted to give it like larger folds, so then we have extra, let's say it's like extra sturdy. So that's how I'm going to do it for this drawstring. So first fold in half, lay it flat with my fingers, use iron. Okay, so now you can see the mark of the fold, and now I will fold the sides towards the middle part, like so. Not fully, so it doesn't bunch up in the middle. So that's one side. I will go till the very end of the stripe, but I will show you another side first, like so. So it's basically making a very thick bias tape. See? And then you fold it together, like so, and also iron it so it stays like that. And then we have this fold here. See? Everything's hidden. It's a little thicker, more durable, and now we can stitch it over here, and we will have we'll make ourselves this nice drawstring. Okay, you guys, as you can see, it's actually a few hours later. I even took shower and yeah, I'm kind of ready for bed, even though it's pretty early, but I was out for food and finally back, so that's why I look a bit different. So before I got out of the house, I did finish, I actually did sew together the parts of this other fabric, and I used some iron to flatten the sides. But anyways, I did iron these two long stripes of fabric that will be our drawstrings for both of the skirts, and so we're ready to go. Because I use different threads for these two skirts, I will start with the navy as I showed you before, and I'll show you in a second by the sewing machine what I'm gonna do with these sides now. Okay, you guys, I am by the machine. I have thread through, or however you call it, everything, and now I'm thinking, because now I would like to finish the sides. That's why I was preparing these. That's why I was first overlocking the edges separately, and now I did flatten them with the iron, because I will be stitching it on both sides from the seam, so on this side and on this side. So there's like a, let's say, decorative but also functional seam on the sides. And because the right side of the top stitching looks better, I'm thinking maybe I should just switch it to the right side of the fabric and stitch it on both sides. I will use the width of the foot, so it will definitely be all good when it comes to how far apart the seams are. And yeah, I think I will do this on the right side, so it looks much better. Okay, let's get to sewing. Okay, so now as you can see, I've already made few stitches, and so the foot here on the left side meets the main seam of the side, and then I am stitching with like the width of the foot, and then if I go the other way, I will probably use this side of the foot on this side, and so we will have a nice stitch. Okay, let's go. While I'm sewing, I still try to like feel under the fabric if the seam lays flat, so everything's correct. And this seam looks perfectly good. Okay, let's go. And now at the very end of this side, we have the split for the very top portion where we're gonna tie our drawstring, and I'm just gonna go and do this separately on both sides. So I go like so, and then I will just go like this. Just a back stitch to finish it off. Now that I look at it, this fabric seems to be very like navy, but even kind of purple, because I see the difference between this thread and this and the fabric. I'm loosening the tension of the top because I can see that thread is kind of sticking from the bottom through the top. Okay, so now what we will do is the drawstring, and there are a few things I would like to show you. As you can see here, we've already used the iron, everything's like nicely folded, but now I have these two raw edges that are on the drawstring, and I want to nicely finish them. And sometimes it's hard to like put everything inside and then go over it from the right side. So I will open it, switch it, right sides together, like so. So only open this one flap. I will nicely like hold it in my hands. I could use the pins, or I could even use the iron to kind of put it in place, but I will just nicely hold it. I will just simply stitch it here, like so. So it can be like even like so. Put it down, lock it, go back and forth. I will take it out from under the foot, take off the excess threads. Oh, here maybe you see it. So here's the stitch. I could cut the excess, so I could take my like these small kind of scissors and cut the corners maybe slightly. And then I could easily like put my finger under, switch it, slightly fix this. And then I have this nice enclosed edge when I stitch it, it's all enclosed here. Now that the edges are finished, I'm gonna stitch through this just a simple stitch on the edge to finish this and close this. Okay, you guys, so this is the top of the skirt. Here we have the opening. Here I have my drawstring that I've already stitched nicely. Everything's enclosed. And now we want to use the iron to fold the top, so then we can put the drawstring inside. It's not going to be hard, I just need to slightly measure. I will make first fold like a centimeter or maybe even less to enclose the raw edge, and then I will make the fold for the exact measure for this drawstring so it fits inside. But I don't think I will measure it throughout the whole circumference. I think I will just like measure a little bit, kind of eyeball it, and then I will start with the iron. Guys, this is last stretch for this. Let's do this. A second ago I just showed you how I'm going to fold the lines on the top, but I didn't really do it all the way through. I just showed you. As I said, I'm kind of eyeballing it, so throughout the years when you do the same thing over and over, you can easily eyeball stuff, right? When you are kind of experienced. It's much easier with time to do stuff without the measure. Of course, you can do everything perfectly and it's gonna look just seamless. And you know, I love the detail of sewing. I love when everything on the left side looks neat and well done. But I also figure out throughout the years that sometimes doing these small steps and like being so perfect doesn't bring me as much joy. So yeah, I think I choose joy over perfectionism. Overall, I'm gonna be the one wearing it, and I feel like being good enough is just good enough. And I'm still learning that lesson, because perfect example is that I made a first video on this channel and I was supposed to give you these types of videos the next week and the next week, and now it's been like a month and a half that I didn't give you any video. And honestly, I bought a camera because I couldn't stand the quality of my phone camera. And even though I did make some other videos throughout this month, I just didn't want to edit it and I didn't want to show you that. I felt like it's not good enough. So of course, I'm sure people will enjoy the better quality, but still I didn't show my work. So I kind of lost, in my opinion, month and a half over worrying that it's not perfect, that it's not ideal. And when I think about this now, I kind of wish I didn't. I kind of wish I did give you a video. Good enough. Oh my god, you guys, we are, well, simply done with sewing this one. This is the very bottom. The top, I will go back to show you this huge rectangle. And now we just have to put the drawstring in. Okay, and the finishings, I want to show you the opening. So here I will insert my drawstring. This is this opening part. It has to stay open like that, so I need to take off these threads, but we need this to open like that. So I also did like go back and forth to like kind of make it more sturdy in here in this opening part. And we need this opening part because while we want to like kind of like ruche it with the drawstring coming out here, we kind of need this like ruching part. And so this is just like a simple tunnel. This is the top stitching. And then the bottom hem, I made like a thick one because I believe that this bottom hem just looks more luxurious when it's such a wide hem. It's 6 centimeters. And this is also the side. From the left side looks like that. As you can see, this is the overlock, and done correctly, it should be looking like that on both sides. So this is the, let's say, right side of the overlock stitch. And usually you should kind of remember which side of the fabric is your right side and which of these will be visible, of course, to the eye. And so you can easily tell that I wasn't paying attention. And so here I do have this nice stitch, and then this is the left side of the overlock stitch over here. And then we have this straight, simple stitch on top, kind of securing this in place and giving us this beautiful side detail. And yeah, let's put the drawstring in. Okay, I'll just sit here. So this is my drawstring with the bobbin pin at the very edge of it. I have the tunnel here, and I will just put it through. We're putting it outside, and there you go. Now I can take out the bobby pin and only pull on this. Okay, you guys, let's try it on. I am wearing only panties, so let's see this. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I see how this is the opening here. I kind of just have to simply make a cute bow. I need to cut off these threads that are hanging here, and you can like fix all these cute ruffles so they're more equal, and you can wear it. It's, of course, because of the construction, it's so simple and it's not like gathered permanently. Then you kind of like, if you want this to look more perfect, you have to fix it after you put it on. But after you fix it, kinda, it will stay in place and look nice. I don't know, I haven't seen myself in a mirror because I have no mirror here, but it seems very nice. It seems like very nonchalant, I could say. Like I didn't really care much when, when I put it on today, but I still look cute, I still look girly. So I like it. Okay, you guys, I have to say I like it a lot. So I think I would even like it more in this gorgeous fabric. I think it'd take me like probably half an hour to finish this. So give me a second in your time and I will finish the other skirt. Dear friends, we are done with this project. I am so glad to tell you that we were able to accomplish this all with video as well in one day. It took me longer, but I had an unexpected outing for dinner, so that also kind of set me back a bit. But it's 9 o'clock, nearly 9 o'clock, and my cat is going crazy because I've been talking to you instead of her, so sorry if you hear her. But yeah, the skirts are done. They are ready to go because I already washed the fabric, so I can easily wear them outside. I'm not sure if the next clip will be just the end or if the next clip will be me making outfits out of these skirts. But yeah, I have 2 skirts ready to go. I am very glad. I love that this project is so simple. It's perfect for beginners and it's such a confident boost. If you haven't been sewing for a while, I mean, if you are a sewist that had a break from sewing or sewing clothes in general, I think it's amazing to pick it up and it will give you energy for next projects, maybe harder ones. If you are a beginner, then it's perfect for you. You can always choose whether you want to make it more complicated or less. You don't have to make it exactly as I did or as Daisy does in her instructions. But overall, it's a very simple project to start your sewing journey with. My cat is eating everything here. She's been crazy. She's annoying. Okay, you guys, I don't want to make it any longer. I have 6% of battery life, so I have to finish anyways. I'm glad that you're here with me and I hope you're gonna stay with me here for longer. See you in the next video. Thank you, bye! So guys, this is the look. That's how we can style the skirt. I think this will be a great transition between summer and fall. My salmons, a skirt, a little white sock, oversized boxy t-shirt, maybe a vest. Also, I made this vest by myself. Yes, it's handmade. Wool. Yeah, I think it would look lovely. I've actually been already out in a very similar fashion, so